Ballerina Farm is a lie. What? I was so confused whenever I was told this just now. But no, apparently Ballerina Farm is a scam. Not let me explain. I asked and I was like, so do they live on a farm and have a farm? Yes, they do. However, they have a bunch of employees. The clothing that she wears is not clothing that she wears. What? They said that's her costumes. She wears Little House on the Prairie outfits are just outfits that she wears for the camera, and then she changes into regular clothes. She wears makeup. She goes out. She goes skiing regularly. She's in Utah, but she's literally right next to a major ski town. And when I looked up Park City, Utah, I was like, oh, that's so quaint. No, it's a major ski resort, guys. Are we being lied to? They're like, yes. Not only does she not dress like that, she's also not very nice. What? They're like, yes. She doesn't dress like this Little House on the Prairie thing is all fake. That's just for marketing. They're like, she dresses in designer clothes and is not nice. Very entitled and lets her kids do whatever they want. We're not done. That wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. The school that her husband made that was supposed to be like her ballerina studio is how I was introduced to this. But then oh, poor thing, she had all of these kids because that's like their religious beliefs and that's what they wanted as a family. And she no longer could have that studio. They didn't turn it into a school, but then she got the studio back. They're like, no, she's not the one teaching those kids. They have a full-time teacher teaching the kids. It's not Hannah and her husband. They have a teacher that they pay to homeschool their children, okay? And they're like, yeah, occasionally you can see her on other her sister's profile pages and family members' profile pages looking like a normal person, not in costume at all. Not only that, but when they go to the dad's house, they have 10 private suites that Hannah and her kids will stay at when they're at the dad's house. And they're calling this a ski in and ski out home. I didn't even know that there was such thing as ski in, ski out privately owned homes. I thought there was only ski in, ski out mega hotels. So yeah, I make one little video about the Ballerina Farm $260 cutting board. Women all over the internet are all of a sudden trying to sell us that $260 cutting board is going to be your family heirloom. For women who have used cutting boards most of their lives know this is a huge lie. Women with construction backgrounds, chef backgrounds are finally speaking out and showing us that this maple cutting board that's $260 for a cutting board made of maple wood, so poorly designed it will probably warp within months. First off, there's way better wood that is way harder, that will last longer and not warp like maple. And how much did those cutting boards cost? About 50 bucks. The fact that Ballerina Farms designed this board so that it's on the face part of the board, which is the weakest part of a piece of wood, even maple. Unless you're getting a cutting board, a huge cutting board where you see these tiny little slits where they're using the toughest section of boards, these boards are the ones that you know will last forever. He's also using people like regular people to sell this, and they are lying as they're selling it. Why are they lying about it? Because every sale they make $25 for this ridiculously overpriced board that is not going to last. All of these women on the internet try to sell you this ridiculously overpriced board that is not going to last. Know that at best, this is not a cutting board. This is a charcuterie board.
I have someone who watches me and they're gonna think that I caused this and I absolutely didn't release it. I know a few people who have this cutting board. I said it was trash and they said they didn't want to speak to me till after the holidays. But I compared this to the Danish cookies made in India. If you don't know, you should go down that rabbit hole. Matter of fact, I'll post that as well. But none of these influencers are what they appear to be. And I understand that a lot of people don't do their homework before they decide to post and do this influencing thing, but I did. So I can't release what I know because I did sign things, but I can laugh about it and do at things. And I try to limit my videos so I don't mess around and say anything. Because once it's out, it's not that I said it, it's already out. But your celebrities too. It's just like this holiday stuff that a celebrity came out, their holiday Christmas season bathwear or something, or even Taylor Swift's thing. This is all in the same wheelhouse. So if you're expecting something to be great and you find out it's not, just know people get duped all the time. It's called marketing. Even those Starbucks beer cups, same. Stanley cups, same. They used to be $20 in a hardware store. Now it's ridiculous. Everything. And that is why I don't showcase really anything, because I like my things and I like the price point they're at, so I see no point in pumping it up. But the real gag for me was watching people who are identified as the smart ones spend their money on this. And one more thing for all of you who might be surprised about that ski resort. Utah and a lot of the Mormon places have a lot of money.